Hey, 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 you! Hi, my name's Dave, I'm also known as Infected Flinch, and that's new. Yeah, I got a shelf here now. This is the shelf. This is the shelf of games to be played. Just to let you know, every game I play, well, is going to be needed to be played, is all on there now. So basically, as soon as I play it, if I want to keep it, I'll keep it. If not, I'm going to get rid of it. So that's how I'm playing games now. Anyway, behind me this side, so there's lots of things to look at now. This is Teenage Mutant Hero Turtles. I was going to say Ninja, but Teenage Mutant Hero Turtles, Fall of the Foot Clan. Say that fast. Teenage Mutant Hero Turtles, Fall of the Foot Clan. Blah, 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 blah. So yeah, that's for the Game Boy. So there we go. Anyway, the reason I'm doing this video is some guy on the Retro Unlim network. His name is JL76gaming. He's doing 10 questions, random questions, which I am going to answer. Kind of like the questions. There's another one that you'll see that I'm doing as well, which is Tapamus. God knows what answers are going to come from that one. But what I've purposely done with this one is actually not look at the questions before I answer them, so it's really on the spot. So anyway, let's start. Okay, so the first question. Do you think you will still YouTube when you're older? Don't know if anybody will actually want to listen to me when I'm older. Or is YouTube even going to still be around by then? I'd like to think I am. Probably when I get kids, time is going to be very, very, very short. So we'll see. I would like to think I am. I mean, this is another thing. Thank you for all the subscribers that have turned up as well. You guys are all awesome, you know. More people I have to talk to, and people who want to comment and do their own stuff. I mean, I'm happy to do that. I feel validated in what I'm doing, and people watch it and people like it. So if people still like it when I'm an old doddering old man, spot on. You know, whenever we get his PlayStation 7 or whatever the hell it's going to be, if I'm still doing stuff on old consoles and I'm enjoying myself, fuck it, yeah, I'm still going to be doing it. So yeah. Number 2, favourite band. That changes from time to time, and it's difficult for me to kind of pin it down on one. I mean, fucking hell. To be honest, one of my all-time favourite bands, and whenever they release a song I go apeshit over it and I love them, is Filter. It's the brother of the guy who played the T-1000 from Terminator, Richard Patrick. That's his name. Not the guy who played him in Terminator. No, the guy at the band. His name's Richard Patrick. Very new metal, very heavy metal band. Anything that they do, I love. I think they're really cool. So yeah, that's probably my favourite band. There's probably a lot of other bands out there like Black Light Burns, like them. I used to like Korn, but Richard Cheese, he's another one of my favourites. Bad Shepherds, I like them. It's very difficult for me to kind of pin it down, but as I've got older, I kind of like orchestral stuff now. So I kind of moved from all that kind of stuff and I like a bit of everything now. So, good question. Best concert you've ever been to? Well, I've just mentioned him a minute ago, and the best one I ever went to was Richard Cheese. Went to see him in London. I know that sounds ridiculous, but it was just so relaxed and it was so cozy, and he was so cool. He's such a cool dude. Yeah, and I mean, the one thing I remember, and I tell this story every time, basically he started saying, right, everybody, I've got to hand this out. So he's basically got all these things, and he's throwing stuff into audience. Don't know what it is. He's throwing all these like little containers to everyone, and everyone's catching them. And he basically says, right, everyone else who hasn't got a container, or well, whatever I've thrown out, I want you to do this. High up into the air. So we all do it. And it says, and I all want you to do that very slowly. So we're all like, okay. And it shouts to lighting crew, right, lighting, blue background please. And it turns out that these containers are actually bubble blowers. So there's bubbles everywhere. And he decides to sing, who lives in a pineapple under the sea. It was one of the most surreal experiences I've ever seen and been to. And he kept it all hush hush, and he just basically did it, and the other people must have not known what was going on, and that lasted for like a good 3-4 minutes, that whole thing, and it was brilliant. And he kept it really cozy. It was a great concert. Loved it. So Richard Cheese, check him out. He's not just well, he is a one-trick pony doing swing versions of heavy metal and stuff, but he's really good. Yeah, check him out. He's good. The last packet of sweets bought/eat. That's what it says. The last packet of sweets I ate were Maltesers. That's it. So Maltesers. Cat or dog lover? I'm a cat lover, I'm afraid. We don't have a cat at the moment, but there is a cat that's pottering around, and it's black and white, but it's got a little black tash here. I don't know what its real name is, but it's got like a white face and a little black tash there. And I keep shouting Adolf at it, so I keep going, Adolf! As in Hitler. And it looks at me as if to say, fuck off. So, yeah. Right, okay. Favourite Family Guy character and do an impression. Fucking hell. Ooh. You've caught me on spot there, because I do like a lot of Family Guy. You know, I haven't watched Family Guy properly for ages, and to be honest, I think it's going to be Brian. I think Brian's probably my favourite. But the only thing I can really say from it is, you know, basically, one of the favourite quotes I always remember, like basically, they're having dinner, and Meg says like, oh, how do I lose weight? And Brian just turns around, why don't you put down the fork? Face! And that's one of the funniest things I remember by him, but he has some funny liners. That, and when they're actually in the Stewie Griffin film, and he's just shouting, get the fruit, get the fruit, get the fruit, when they're playing Pac-Man. Yeah, so probably it would be Brian. You know what? I should have really double checked that one before, and maybe, I mean, like, there's Pervert Herbert or whatever his name is. He's quite funny, and no, you know, she's quite funny. Anyway, what's your favourite tipple? Anything, because I'm a drunk. No, I usually like my ales. I'm a big beer drinker. I like going to beer festivals and stuff. The best things I usually like to drink are ruby ales, stuff like Hobgoblin. Trying to think of some others off the top of my head. I like Black Sheep. Black Sheep goes down a treat. Not as in the animals as fuck. Like Theakston's nice. You know, any kind of ale. I'm not into earthy ales. I like kind of biscuity ales, you know, kind of stuff like that. So I'm more of an ale drinker as I've got older. I used to drink stupid stuff when I was younger. When I went out, I mean, if you watch my videos, I went out to Corby last week, and that was the story of the puddle of blood. Go and watch that video if you want to have a look. But the drink I was drinking down there was by Witchwood Brewery, and it was called Pile Driver. And I had to find out it was actually, it was in honour of the fact that they'd actually reissued Status Quo's first album, Pile Driver. I had no idea. I was getting fucked on it and I didn't care. Hey. So yeah, fun times, had by all. Guitar Hero Rock Band games, laugh or naff? I've always been a bit naff with it, to be honest. I know everybody got really obsessed with it, and it was like a big social thing. It's like, I can play guitar. And it's like, no, you're just pressing buttons on a piece of plastic. And it's alright. I mean, you have to be pretty drunk to really appreciate it. I had the games, but I never really got into it like everyone else, and it was that big craze, wasn't it? didn't really get on with it, I'm afraid. Favourite sitcom? I don't have an answer. Oh, God, I'm terrible. I want to say League of Gentlemen, but that's not really a sitcom, is it? It's just dark comedy. I don't have an answer with that one because I'm awkward, unfortunately. I must admit, I'm not giving an answer for it because I don't have one at the moment. If anybody wants to watch Inside Number 9, that's only just been on recently by the League of Gentlemen guys, the two that weren't, together, but Mark Gatiss wasn't involved in this one. But Inside Number 9 was really good. There was a few funny bits in that. Give that a watch. But no, I don't really have a favourite sitcom, I'm afraid, which I'm sorry. So, okay, which video game character are you most like? I'm going to say Daxter from Jak and Daxter, because he's pretty much useless, but everybody likes him. I don't even know if people do like him. I think he just annoys people, but I like Daxter, just for being the Otzel and the little cute guy. So it's one of the things I always remember him saying, and sometimes I say it, is when you die, he just goes, better you than me. And sometimes that's my life mantra with some things sometimes, where somebody gets like a shit pile on them, better you than me. So yeah, Daxter. So I go for him. So there we go. That was the answers to JL76gaming. Go check him out. He's pretty cool. So yeah, check him out. He's pretty cool. He does certain little gaming series, he does like a Thursday one. I forgot the name of it, but he does different ones for different days. And he's on Retro Unlimited, and he does the Desert Island Games series, which is pretty cool. Give that a watch. He interviews what games you'd take with you to a desert island. I've kind of done that with a reply to Paul Bradley, so yeah, he's cool. Check him out. So yeah, comment, like and subscribe as you normally do. And I've been talking for a long time, but I've got more questions to answer in a minute, so